Hey all, this is Zan, and I'm doing something a little different this week for my video. I am doing a live reaction with Kystalstar on the YouTube, the headline stream. Kystal wanted to say hi.
Yes, hello there. My name is Kystal. Thank you for having
And
me on here.
I got no problem. Thanks for letting me hang out on your stream while I'm doing this too, because technically I'm on work break. But anyway,
Okay.
looks like we're getting a little bit of action on it, but yeah, like I said, something a little different. Kystal streams on Twitch. I'll have her link in the description below. She streams Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you look at it from the American side of things. But yeah,
free.
yep. And like I said, I'll have the link in the description for her below, as well as my Twitch channel where I stream Friday nights at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And yeah, now at this point, we're just waiting for the headline to start. I figured get it a couple minutes early because you know how Sega decides to just say, hey, you know what? We're going live. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So we're just playing the waiting game for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing and just seeing what they have planned for February.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's really exciting just in general. That we're going to see our first Dark Falls fight. We're going to see Nadara's concerts. We're going to see this amazing dress in person. Like, honestly, like that dress, I can't wait until we actually get it in game. Because, like, when I first saw that video, it's like, holy crap, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a nice like, is it foreshadowing of like what was to come? So like, hey, look, concerts are confirmed.
There was a lot of hinting that between the original side, it's like, oh yeah, it's very musical based, and there's a lot of hints behind some sort of music. We didn't really know exactly what it was, but there certainly was a lot of that, or that hinting.
Yeah.
And like Karopi had posted saying that, yeah, no, we're going to get a concert. It's like, oh, well, hey, you called it. Congrats. Here we go.
Yeah. Sweet. I'm still waiting for mine.
Oh, menu refresh.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to NGS Headline.
Sweet.
Hello, everyone.
Right.
It's 9 p.m. So let's get started with NGS Headline.
I still want to see one just of Hero speaking English the whole time because he is very fluent in it.
NGS Navigator. Once again, I'm bringing you the latest info on NGS. It's been a while, everyone. I hope you have all been well. The cold doesn't seem to let up these days, so take care and make sure to stay warm. Now, 2022 marks the 10th anniversary for PSO2. The whole development team is fully dedicated to making NGS even more enjoyable for all of our players out there.
I like those scenes where
this program is
Hadi just like drops his hand
and future of Sega's online RPG, PSO2 New Genesis, or NGS for short.
Is it like
with info about current operations?
No, just like he just drops his hand, like it's like kind of that whole don't care attitude kind of thing.
This is a
well, like if you watch it in the background right now, like you might see it, but of course the advisors are the ones that are the background.
So check it out.
Or the back musicians. Yeah, like that right there.
Without further ado, let's move on to the updates you've all been waiting for. NGS Hot Information. I'd like to talk about some of the updates coming in February. Please have a look at this video.
It's funny, the first time I heard this is like, Power Big Band compels you. That whole, it's like, Power Christ compels you. It's like, Power Big Band compels you.
And this time, you even have an orchestra accompanying you.
Everyone will put on their best show today.
Side story.
Thank you for coming. May it kindle your creativity.
There you go.
And ignite a
Wait,
musical
uninvited guest.
Oh. Go, Nadara.
Looks like there's gonna be plenty of room for that That overweight rappy running around in circles and dancing in front.
Yeah.
Oh, that lighting.
Oh yeah.
But we're getting both songs at first, so I think that looks like that's the calmer one.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
And that was something that they mentioned that they wanted to make sure that the concerts were visible in Central as well, so them putting on the monitor isn't surprising. RDR XP and saved at 10%. Nice. Yeah, we're getting level 40 next week, basically.
Sweet.
Rank 3 Magnus, yeah. Chaos Trials, yeah. Okay. Megalotics. Plus 50? Okay.
Whoa.
Rank 2 Balbuthias, okay. Color variant of Dash Fairy. Does that mean that we're actually going to get it as a reward, or is that going to be money? Rank 2 Urgent Quests, okay, that's kind of expected. But I'm not looking forward to rank 2 Mining Base.
Ah, so like urgent quests will basically have a level 2, rank 2 version of it.
In Alio, yes.
Okay.
It's cool,
Maybe
Mag.
challenge them.
New stamps, I like those. This Mag Jukebox is going to be really interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see what it does to the market, to be honest. That's cool, you get stamps for the ARCS ID now, too. RDR plus 25, nice. And party bonuses, okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is when we're getting DSLS. Or DLSS.
Oh, nice.
Valentine's Day Scratch, of course. I do like that best.
It looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like food at the bottom of her dress?
Yeah, look like chocolates.
Ah, cool.
Okay, that's cute. Like the maid outfit kind of thing.
Mm-mm. That's a little bell too on the neck.
Mm-hmm. Looks like
Whoa.
a doll thing too. Those hairs are nice. That's an interesting cape. At your service and relax. That kind of looks cool. B-time's not bad. Probably not what I'm getting, but not terrible. New heart pose. Cool idle emotes? Oh god. Not a fan of those motions, but hey, whatever works.
So, what did you think? Now, let me go through the updates with these slides. Starting with this one. By completing the main tasks in Chapter 2 of the story, as well as the side tasks from Nadura's Ladies in Waiting, Rizwana, and Munira, you will be able to play a new side story task. The story
Looks longer than
begins
the last
with
one.
Nadura's invitation to a concert in Retum City. Then, on the same day after the update, players will be able to enjoy spontaneous live concerts in Retum City. An announcement will be made 15 minutes before the
Someone in
concert
Kystal's
begins.
chat's like, I'm gonna make Ultra
Please
Chorus
make
with that
sure
running
to get
motion.
to
It's like,
Retum
yeah,
City
you
on
and probably
time.
about 20 other people.
And for those that can't make it to Retum City, don't worry. The concert will also be broadcasted live on the giant monitor in Central City. What's more, at the end of the concert, those in both cities will get a concert effect with bonuses like an increased drop rate and more. Afterwards, a pre-announced urgent quest will be available. So this is the chance to take on a challenging quest with some awesome boosts.
I like
The
that
next
point of
thing is that
pre-announced.
the level cap will be raised to level 40.
So it sounds like the concerts are probably going to be pre-announced, and then you're going to know, obviously, at that point, what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
With the level cap increase.
Yeah, didn't they do that
a
like
rank
have 50-minute
3
warning in
sector
base
with level
Pikachu or something?
35 enemies will
Kind
be
of,
added to Mount Magnus.
They had the
In new
concerts on the
high-rank
schedule,
sector, the
and they were
probability
actually
of
properly
that's right.
scheduled.
in which 2 trials
And
occur
then
simultaneously.
That's right.
The concert would happen at 30 minutes, and then on the hour,
The trans-sword
they would do the,
destruction
Yeah.
trials
whatchamacallit?
that occur in Retum will also occur there.
There was like a
And
little
you
bit
will
of
be
time
able
in
to do
between.
chaos trials
Hmm.
that are combined boss trials. Something we've never had before.
I
When you
like the fact that they're
complete a
putting
chaos trial,
Transfors in
the
Aleo.
PSE gauge is guaranteed to go up 1 level.
Okay. I'm not a fan
more,
personally of Chaos
you'll be able to
Trials,
limit
depending on
break
which
and
ones they
raise
are,
the
but the fact that it's
enhancement level
guaranteed PSE level, sure. I guess we'll
Raising
take
the
it.
enhancement level to plus 50 unlocks a 5th augment slot, so you can make your equipment much stronger than before.
5th augment slot
However,
and plus
to reach
50.
plus 50 in limit breaking, you need a special material called Arms Refiner. If you collect the fragments that drop from enemies in the new high rank sectors, you can trade them for Arms Refiner at the item lab.
Huh.
Arms Refiner will also be dropped directly by the new enemy type, Megalotics, which also appears in the new high-rank sectors.
I mean, it makes
Megalotics
sense.
will also drop more Meseta than regular enemies, so be sure to hunt them down.
Question is how much?
The next point I want to bring
Like, is
to
it going to
your
be
attention
like 150,
is the
or is it
addition
going to
of
be
a
like
rank 2
1,000 or
sector with level
2,000?
44 enemies
Kinda idea.
to Battle Dia.
Required to
Purple
get
Aleo
the
Devastator.
No,
And
for
then-
the
One
drops
of the highlights
for
of the
melodics.
rank 2 sector for this battle
Because
Dia
they're like, oh, it's a
is
bunch
that
more
a
Meseta.
past AC scratch ticket count bonus prize, Dash Fairy, will drop in a different color than the original. Also, the
I
3 Aleo
like
urchins
that idea.
will also get a rank 2 sector with level 40 enemies. You can also get material fragments for limit breaking weapons to level plus 50, and photon scales from these as well. So don't miss these quests.
I'm not sure what I like it initially.
Until now,
But I'm not sure.
to accept urgent quests, you had to travel to the region the urgent quests was occurring in. But now, you will be able to accept quests across regions.
I really like that part.
Furthermore, the Gigantics in Aleo and Retum will be up to level 44.
Oh boy.
Level 44 Gigantics will also have their drop rate for Gigas-type augments raised from 2 to 3. With players getting strong and stronger, so will Gigantics. And of course, the reward for defeating them will get even better too.
What
So
I want to
be
know is
sure
what's
to
Health
take on the
Lake looking
challenge.
like right now.
Besides the content geared towards high-level players that I just introduced, we also have a variety of new elements in store for everyone in the February 9th update.
Thing I'm noticing that they're
Now,
missing
as always,
is that
we're
they didn't say
releasing
anything about
Season
6
5
stars
of the
yet.
Mission
So
Pass.
that might be what they're
Yeah.
doing for the 5 stars.
The
And that's how
Mag-born
they're
Willow, coming
increasing
in
the
this
power up.
season, will have a wispy spirit-like
Okay.
appearance.
That might be.
You
I
can
guess
change its
we'll
color
have to
by
find out here in a
using
second.
Change mag color. So try a few out and find your favorite. Another perk of this update is that you will be able to use music discs with your mag. Change the background music to match your adventures with this jukebox feature. The songs you have registered in your personal quarters in PSO2 will continue to be available to you as well.
I really like the fact that
For
they're
more
bringing the
info on
PSO
the Mag Jukebox,
music discs
be
back
sure to
in,
check out the
but I
recently
almost feel
posted
like it's kind of
announcement
like
on
the
official
emotes
site.
that you're going to have like 20 million pages of them, but you're only still going to use like
We're
3.
also releasing a party bonus feature, which will boost EXP,
You have a lot of
Meseta
options to
received,
choose from.
and the rare
Yeah.
drop rate
At least.
when you party up with other players.
It's like when you need that exact emote, but you know the one time you need
Boost
that
effect
emote
increases
is going to be the time that
according
you
to the
need
number
or
of
that you don't
people
have
in
it.
party.
It's like, yeah, I need that specific one, but nope, don't have it.
The effect goes
Yeah,
up
yeah.
to a whopping
No, I
10%.
totally get you.
so be sure to party on with your friends.
I do like the fact that they have that party
The
bonus though.
Arcs ID
Like that was one
feature is
thing that
coming too.
I kind of
You can
missed, but
use
at the
to
same
show
time
off
made
what
sense that they
kind of
didn't have it.
arts you are to other players.
But with plus 10
You can
max,
create
that's kind of
your
nice.
own original title by combining up to 3 title names obtained by completing title tasks. The title you choose can be displayed above your character's head.
Really, they're bringing
You can
back
also
like
add
features
your own
from base
comments,
Pizza 2.
symbol
Mhm.
art, or stamps.
Well, there's some things that they've been wanting to. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, Arcs
There
ID,
are
I think,
still
has been on the
limitations
roadmap
to
for a long while now.
customization, but there are more
Yeah.
features
But
planned for
it's
the
kind of one of
future.
those things that they needed
So
to make
keep
sure
an
that
eye
they were
out.
able to get things set up properly.
Moving to the next point.
Yeah.
NEX rare drop rate plus 25%.
What is it?
will be
Time.
added
Okay,
to
so
the
it's for 1 hour,
ACSG scratch ticket
but
item
it
recycle.
doesn't say what
These
for.
can be used in
It says max
conjunction
3,
with
though.
other rare drop boosters. So make sure you use these if you are looking to get rare items.
And it's
We're also
item
adding the
recycle. I just
option
don't know
to
what,
enable
what it's for.
NVIDIA DLSS on the PC version and AMD FSR 1.0 on the PC and Xbox One versions. By enabling these features, you can improve the graphics and performance capabilities.
I'm really hoping DSL or
Please keep in
DLSS
mind
actually
that
helps because I
depending
know
on
that
the
there
PC
are
specs,
some times
you may not be
where
able
my
to
PC
use
will
these
chug.
functions.
Yeah.
and I've got a
Next,
2070
I
with
would like to
a
introduce new AC
9700.
scratch ticket.
So
you're
it theoretically it
thinking
should be
about
fine.
Android.
Scratch ticket has romantic frilly ribbons, maid and butler uniforms, and other Valentine's Day
Oh, no, I
themed
guess that's not a
outfits
s-
and accessories.
I don't think that's a
Do you
stitch.
think?
The motion
Do you think your
changes
PC will run
include
it
a
okay?
wild,
Oh, it'll be fine.
peaceful
Like
dance,
with DLSS,
an
it should
emote that
increase the
pairs
frame
well
rates
with
a
the
little
maid and
more.
butler
It's just like I
uniforms.
said, every once in a while it'll sit there and chug
And
for a
that's
little
wrap
bit.
for all that's coming
Okay,
in the
okay.
February 9th update. Now
Oh,
let's
there's
talk
the
about
outfits.
what's coming starting
Yeah.
February 16th.
Not a huge fan of a lot of them. Like I'd probably
Video.
take the fourth one, the one with the maid dress kind of thing. But otherwise, okay. So they're putting Dark Falls in the second week. Oh no! Of course they're gonna do the. Oh, they're adding SG Scratch. Oh, there's a dress.
It looks so good.
Mm-hmm. And then Jalila and Mosin are added in because we've had Hottie in the Scratch. We're just getting Jalila Mosin and Nadara's concert dress. New stamps. I really like those actually. Of course, the concert emotes.
Oh yeah, cool. We can jam along with them.
That's kind of like the Where Arcs emotes that you have like three different versions of it.
Oh. There'll be a party.
Cost 3. They're actually announcing those. Nice. But yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see what the people hanging out in the lobbies are going to do with those.
Yeah. They'll be very creative, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so megalotics aren't a specific type. It's just like
Okay.
we have the gigantics, and it's the
Yeah.
melodics or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah. They have like a silver shine to it.
Yeah. So it... Huh. Like, it definitely has that grandness to it. And definitely has kind of like you have that elder feel with all the
Looks
lasers
cool.
and the worms, and yeah, it definitely looks cool. Beat it multiple times and get various titles. Okay.
Oh,
That's a lot of lasers.
was that a hand swipe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, so they're adding a 5-star series. So yeah, everything's still going to be 5-star. I'm curious to see what these are, though. New potential virtuoso unit will have stronger effects depending on the augment. Huh. Arati Soul? Smart military. Japanese style made uniforms in a combat scratch. I like that Type 2 coat.
It looks nice. Ooh, that's nice. Definitely, there's lots of outfits there I can see.
Male cast for. Female cast? That's actually really cool. Like, that's not something you even see. Arm parts change based on the stance. Like, usually you see, like, big, bulky for male cast, and then you get a slim, or, like, slim, dainty Type 2 cast. But having those big, giant fists is actually kind of really cool. Aerial battle looks cool.
I'm gonna try some of these on my character.
Another dancing mode for you.
Sweet.
I like those poses.
Yo, ah!
I'm flying dash.
Yeah.
High rank Rezel, cool. Level 35, okay. Did that say that it was off a week though? Or yeah, I think that's a week later. Because it said the 22nd. Take on Alio Relentless Training. Oh, probably for the high level areas. So it sounds like
Let's
they're
return to
gonna
the slides.
let us go back to the Alio region and
Next
work
up
on
is
that for a
content
while.
planned for February 16th.
Oh, okay.
The SG Scratch ticket lineup
Which kinda
will
makes
be
sense, but-
updated and include items to dress up as the songstress Nadira, cast parts and accessories for Jalil and Mohsin, weapon camo, and more.
Now, the one thing that I did
Be aware
notice,
that along with the update to the SG Scratch ticket lineup,
Yo, scratch
the count bonus and stage bonuses will be reset.
there it is. That's what I was curious
The
about.
count bonus this time will have a boosted drop rate for the avatar items for Nadira, weapon camo, and more.
I was gonna say with the
Following
naming
Mount
of it,
Magnus,
it's like, wait, is that gonna be a new
Bamford
scratch? And they're like,
Laboratory
yep, we're
Ruins will
resetting
also
everything.
get a new
Yep,
ranked
there it
fire
is.
sector with level 35 enemies. Similar to the high rank sector on Mount Magnus, the Chaos Trial occurrence rate will be increased. Next
Okay,
up,
so we're getting
we'll finally have a
Magnus
chance to take on
first,
Dark
and then we're
Falls
getting
in the Urgent
Labs
Quest.
and Dark
Dark
Falls next.
is
Okay.
at level 40, so level up and
Okay.
see if you can win.
Can't wait for Dark Falls. I want to
There
try
are a
it.
lot of titles you can get from fighting Dark Falls. So challenge yourself and try to collect them all.
This is actually the first weapon series that will
The
be
Cinquem
dedicated
series weapons
to
dropped
Urgent
by
Quests
Dark
only.
Falls are different from any weapon you've encountered before. To unlock their potential, you'll need a large amount of photon scales. Photon scales are a highly valuable
Oh dear.
material that you can obtain in the Retum region. As I mentioned earlier, you'll
Hope you've
soon
been farming
also
your
be
scales.
able to get them in the high-rank sectors of Alio's Urgent Quests. In order to get
Okay.
the amount you need, be sure to take on Alio's Urgent Quests.
I guess you can farm in rank 3
The
quests.
Cinquem
Well, rank 2
series
urgents.
is on par performance-wise with the Relic series that released in December.
Okay, so
The weapons in the
Cinquem
series are
is
relatively
on
easy
par
to
with
obtain,
Relic.
but
So that's good.
require a lot of materials to reach their full potential.
Huh. Easy to
New
get,
Cinquem
hard to
weapons
master,
will
basically.
also drop in the new high-rank sectors in Alio. Next up is the content coming February 22nd. Sci-fi style military uniforms, cast parts, Japanese-made uniforms.
I'm glad to see that
and
they're bringing
many
back
more
some of the
cool
cast
and
parts, though.
cute outfits
And,
will
like,
be available for
that
you
Type
to
2
enjoy.
cast stuff, I would actually wear.
Please note that because of the size of the new cast arm parts, when you hold a weapon, some weapon categories will be displayed in a
The
special
outfit
way,
on the right side,
as
I
if
do quite
equipped
like
on
that.
the outside of
That
the
far
head.
right?
Looks like on
Yeah.
the character.
Rezel Forest
I'm
will
fly- it's
also
called
get
Dash,
a
I'm
new rank
flying.
2 sector with level 35 enemies. As with the other
I mean, I'd
high-rank
probably take it
sectors,
just because for,
there
like,
will
giggles
be
kind
an
of thing,
increased
but
chance of
Yeah.
chaos trials occurring. The high difficulty tasks from the NPC Ronaldine will also be updated to go with the addition of the
Oh, and
new
that's
high
why they
rank
reset as of.
To everyone
I
who
think
has
someone
not
said.
yet completed the current tasks, please be aware that they will no longer be available afterwards. So far, we've covered the updates coming in February, but let's talk a bit about the revival scratch tickets coming on March 2nd.
Okay.
First, we put together cast parts from PSO2 into 2 revival AC scratch tickets, one for each type. You
Huh.
can mix and match them in a variety of combinations.
Oh, they're PSO2
so check
specs
them out.
still.
Next, we have a special revival AC scratch ticket featuring only PSO2 spec accessories. This lineup includes popular and nostalgic accessories from the past.
They're putting that in there? That feather
Prizes
thing
in this
is the
revival
bloom
scratch
from
ticket that couldn't be sold in the
Matoi's
PSO2 personal
goddess
shop in the
outfit.
past. Also, cannot be sold in the NGS personal shop.
Oh,
So please keep that in
the
mind.
wings.
Yeah. Oh, wait. They sold it. They
However,
can't be
You
sold?
can still exchange these
Oh.
items in the NGS item recycle, so don't worry.
Oh, no. It said.
That's all for
I don't
today's
know.
update
I'll have to look at it again
information.
then.
Next up is this.
No, it's all
section.
PSO2 spec, which is okay, but it's not great. Like, I mean, I would like to have seen updates, and the accessories aren't that big of a deal, but
In this segment, NGS Operation Report,
Kinda bummed that they're
our
not
Hero
updating
Arise
the-
select some of
the
your
cast stuff
feedback
yet.
and questions for the dev and live ops teams, and bring you their answers. Here's the first question. In December, there was an announcement that it would be difficult to release cast parts more often because of the low ratio of players.
I mean, they're not
using them.
wrong. I'm curious to see what the
However,
answer is
in
to
the
this one.
6 months following the launch of NGS and into December, there were only 2 new cast parts released in NGS specs. So I believe it's not a matter of usage ratio. And here's the answer I received in response to this comment. As you pointed out, during the first 6 months after NGS's launch, the release of new cast parts fell below their usage ratio. The reason for this was that our development system for NGS spec cast parts, which are more difficult to make, was not yet sufficiently developed.
Then why didn't you say that first?
However, now that said system is finally in place, we should be able to release the proper volume of cast parts according to their usage ratio and player demand. Therefore, we're expecting more cast parts to be released in 2022 than last year.
Then why are you blaming us
When we
for it?
previously shared our plans, we said that the releases would remain at the same frequency based on the release schedule for 2022 that was already set in stone by the dev team. This led to a misunderstanding that the frequency of releases up until last December would be the standard. We apologize for worrying you. That was their answer. I see that some new cast parts were released in January, and more new cast parts were announced today in the February update information. However, when I asked about it previously, I was told that there are no plans to release any in March other than the announced re-release of PSO2 cast parts. So it looks like there won't be releases every month.
Which is annoying, to be honest, but
They also said that they plan to release NGS versions of popular parts from PSO2 starting in April.
that's good. Wait,
In any case, as the dev team said, it seems like there will be more cast part releases than last year, so please look forward to them.
I mean,
Let's
that's a
move
low
on to
bar
the next one.
to hit. I think you just need to put out 2 more.
Please release a revival collection of avatar items previously released in PSO2 for new players who started with
I mean, they
NGS.
already did that once, but
Here is their answer. In response to player requests, we are planning to release more revival scratch tickets containing PSO2 spec items in the future. That was their answer. The previously mentioned revival scratch ticket release scheduled for March 2nd is part of our initiatives that reflect this plan. On to
I
the
both
next
like
one.
that idea and don't like that idea.
The release of the Relic series weapons was a surprise because there was no announcement ahead of time, and they are quite strong. Are there plans to release weapons more powerful than Relic in the near future? Here is their answer. There are no plans to release weapons significantly more powerful than Relic in the near future. The Synquem series that drops from Dark Falls has a slightly higher potency, but there are differences in their potential effects, so their performances are almost the same.
Be curious to see what
That was
the
their
differences
answer.
are.
In recent updates, the Relic series has had the lowest drop rate of weapons, which makes it difficult to get, so it will likely remain the most valuable series for
Oh,
now.
okay. So it might come down to play
On to
style.
the next one.
Yeah.
It feels like the class level cap is increasing too soon. Will it continue like this in the future?
They're not wrong that it
Here's the
feels like
answer
it's
I
fast,
received.
but at the same time, it's only 5 levels.
There are no plans to change the current schedule of increasing the level cap to 60 by June as written in the roadmap. However, we do plan to slow down the pace of level cap increases after June. That
So
was
we're not
their
going to hit
answer.
200 by the end of the year kind of thing.
When NGS launched, the level cap started at 20 and wasn't raised for half a year. They said this was because they wanted players to enjoy trying multiple classes. However, they found that there weren't many players using 3 or more classes. PSO2 also launched with a level cap at 40, so they are now consciously raising it more
Level cap.
frequently. However, please rest assured, this pace isn't permanent.
I mean, it makes sense that they wanted to try and say, hey, here's a level
Please
point.
increase Meseta
Enjoy
drops
kind
from
of thing.
enemies. The Meseta boost feels less effective if the original amount
We'll see how
dropped
it works,
small.
I guess.
I have a response. We have received many similar comments and requests, and are planning to increase the Meseta drops from enhanced enemies, starting with the February 9th update.
This question's actually
And that's
really
what they said.
touchy, I guess
Since
would be the best way to
increasing
put
the
it.
amount that drops for
Yeah.
all enemies would likely cause extreme inflation.
For
They
that
made
reason.
the decision to address it with specific enemies. As I mentioned earlier in the February update information, following the same policy, Megalodics will also drop an increased amount of Meseta. So we hope that enemies in the new high-rank sectors will drop enough Meseta for players to feel the effect of Meseta boosts.
Problem is, you increase it too much,
That's
and we
all
don't
for
have
the
any
Q&A
major gold
today.
sinks outside of the
Moving forward,
player
I will
shop.
continue to select and bring some
So
of
we don't want to
questions
you don't want to have
to the
too much
dev
money
and
coming
live
into the
ops
system
teams
because there's
and
not
share
enough
their
coming out of the
answers with me.
system. So
Please also share your
kinda one of
thoughts
those touchy
about this
subjects.
show and the game with the
Okay.
hashtag NGS Headline on places like Twitter. Moving on to the next segment. NGS Satellite Information.
be super useful but not useful information at all.
Now, let's talk about some non-update related information for NGS. I think you'll be able to enjoy the game even more after seeing this. First up, let's talk about this.
Like when he says that, it's one of those things. It's like,
First,
eh.
the 4
Ooh.
highly popular Phantasy Star Online albums, previously only available via download, are now available for streaming around the world. We also plan on releasing other albums at the end of every month. There will
Which
be more and
platforms?
more PSO2 music available for download and streaming in the future, so please look forward to them. The Ultra PSO2 Day, held once a year in February,
It's that
will
time of
be
year.
rebranded this year as Ultra PSO2 Triple Burst, with even more power-ups than before.
I kind of hate that we don't have
In
donuts from this
addition to
again, but
doubling the amount of boosts and gifts compared to a normal PSO2 day, this year the boosts will last for 3 whole days. Be sure to log in and enjoy NGS to the fullest during the Ultra PSO2 Day Triple Burst starting February 1st.
wait, Tuesday 1st at 4.
Starting February 9th, we
That's
will be
before
holding
maintenance.
a campaign to help you increase your battle power in preparation for the battle with Dark Faults. The limited time tasks and login bonus rewards will include
Someone in
N
chat says, I hope they add
augmentation
the orchestra
success rate
concert.
plus 10%,
They might.
N enhancement success rate plus 20%, and much more to help strengthen your equipment. Dark Falls is coming on February 16th.
At
and will
set times
attack
from
in a
3-2 to
pre-announced
3-8.
urgent quest
Nice.
at a set time following March 2nd.
They don't say what your battle power
Take
needs
advantage
to be
of this
though.
campaign to boost your battle
Okay.
power and get ready for battle.
I wonder if it'd be like
The
2,000 or
Purchase
something.
Premium Set campaign
Um,
starts
not-
February 9th, where you can get your
Would be
hands
that high.
on a
Maybe.
new accessory rapid hair
I don't
ornament.
think it'd be that high, but it
Maybe.
might be.
Okay.
I mean, it
We're
sounds
also
like it would
planning
make
to
sense
hold
because we're
a
able to
World
get
Trials
to
Stellar
above
Grace
1800 right now.
recovery operation
So add another 5
starting
levels plus the
February
extra
23rd.
augment slot.
Be
It
sure
could
to
be
join
2,000,
this
yeah.
campaign to get plenty of star gems and special scratch tickets. There will also be a special campaign to celebrate the new Mag Jukebox feature.
Ooh, dive into the world. Nice.
Everyone who logs in during the campaign period will receive the Dive Into the World music disc as a gift. This is the instrumental version of the opening song for NGS. In NGS,
kinda like the fact that
you'll
it's
be able to
instrumental.
play music from the music discs you've registered in your mag throughout the open field. Test it out and make your adventure
But-
even more fun with your mag's latest feature.
That might be
That
NGS
is all
spec,
for this
which is something
installment
they were
of
mentioning.
NGS Headline.
Oh,
What
and that's
did you
it.
think of the first NGS headline of 2022? We want to continue improving NGS and this broadcast, so we'd appreciate it if you would please share your thoughts and support using the hashtag NGS Headline.
March
Next
1st.
NGS Headline
Okay.
will be on Tuesday, March 1st.
Which means we're going to get more information
We'll
about
mainly be
those,
focusing on the updates in March, so you don't want to miss it.
basically the regen or the revival
Last
scratches.
but not least, please like and subscribe. Now then, ARPs, I'll see you in the next NGS Headline.
Thanks for watching here on Tuesday night. I'll see you on next NGS Headline. Bye bye.
As good as translator is, like I said, I'd love to hear one or just him full English on one of them. So, Kystal, what did you think?
Why not? I would love to have had more information about like the Dark Falls. They showed a lot of footage.
I think that's going to be one of those things where they don't want to show much now because of the
Yeah.
fact that mute that. They probably don't want to show much because they want to give some of that mystique to, hey, how do you do this kind of thing? Because they've never really shown too much of any of the bosses. It's just kind of been one of those things where you kind of go along and do. But it certainly seems interesting.
Yeah, they want to leave some of the surprise.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm happy that they announced about the concert. Just seeing like the like scenes of the concerts and some of those emotes that you can actually get. I didn't expect to for us to be able to obtain some of those, so that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see it so soon. Like, I would imagine that it wouldn't have been
Right.
that quick, but like maybe like a promotion in a couple months kind of thing. Though that Sinquim, like I'm just replaying that part of the scene or part or chunk of the stream, and like it's just like this neon vibes kind of thing. New potential like what's this? Oh, the Virtuoso unit was the Sinquem's potential. Does it say anything about it? Okay, it doesn't say. Oh, there it was for like half a second. Oops. Oh, it was like potential 18. Like I keep missing it, but it's like potential 18 and then probably gets additional based on how many items. But yeah, it was one of those things. What did you think of the stream overall? Like, does it excite you? Is it kind of one of those things that bits and pieces, hit or miss?
It's. I was hoping I don't know why I was hoping for maybe a little bit more from the headline, but it did, it did deliver with expanding a bit, showing a bit more about the Dark Falls and the concerts and stuff. And some of those scratches seemed interesting to want to try them out and
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, the scratches definitely look good.
Yeah. I liked how they had the Q&A segment because that means in the way that they're also acknowledging some questions in the community
Mhm.
and then responding back. But then it was interesting to hear like their responses as well, like to those questions.
Yeah,
The
the
way that they
biggest
phrase things.
yeah, the biggest question mark on that one that I saw was the fact that their about face on the cast parts. Because previously they said the reason why they didn't have the cast parts was because they didn't have, or there wasn't enough usage for it. Now they've turned around and said, well, no, it wasn't actually the usage for it. It was because our system wasn't up yet. But now that we've got the system up, then it's ready to go. It's like, well, why didn't you just tell us that before?
Hmm.
So I think that one's going to cause a lot of flack. But I don't know if it's also one of those where, well, no, it probably wasn't an issue with with the translation, because at that point, people watching the Japanese stream would have corrected it or something like that. So I don't know. I think that's going to raise the biggest kerfluffle out of this, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think for me, it definitely, or I can talk. It didn't really bring much excitement to me. Like, obviously, we've got other things going on that's interesting, but it didn't temper, but it didn't excite either. Like, it's one of those things that I'm still looking forward to seeing Dark Falls and seeing what that fight looks like, and I'm curious to see everything else and how they do everything and connect everything. But the one thing I did notice that I wanted to comment on afterwards that I realized I forgot to mention earlier, was the fact that we're getting the fairy dash as a drop, which is interesting to me. But like, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, it's good that it's easily accessible for people who are free, but then at the same time, it I guess gives less of an interest in people buying it initially, which I guess isn't a terrible thing. I don't know. I guess that's going to be one of those question marks involved kind of things. I think there's a lot of variables on that one. So, I don't know. So, overall, it was good. You're interested in Dark Falls going from there?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
So,
more of like I just want to see the content released.
yeah, like once you
And
actually,
then
or like you want it in your hands kind of thing rather than just watching it.
yes,
That's fair.
most definitely.
So,
I'm ready to
yeah.
play.
All
New
right. Well,
update.
yeah. I think that about wraps it up for us here. Kystal, I appreciate hanging out. If you want, or if you want to check her out, her avatar is actually one of the face rig avatars, which is kind of why she has a picture on it. But she hangs out on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Kystalstar. If you want to hang out there, give her a follow, all that fun stuff. If you want to check me out, I'm on Twitch as well. Link in the description below for both of us, as well as probably popping up right about now, depending on how lazy I am. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Kystal, I appreciate it. Thanks for joining me on this reaction stream, and thanks for having me on your stream. But yeah,
No worries. Thank you, Zen.
no problem. Thank you, and have a good one. And everyone else, I will see you folks on the next video. Talk to you later.